Hi everybody. Do you know the animal abuse laws in our country? Do you know the animal abuse laws in your state? In 1990, less than 10 states had felony provisions for animal abuse. In 2010, there were still a handful of states who didn't consider cruelty, neglect, or abandonment a felony. Today, with the help of the Animal League Defense Fund, the ASPCA, the United States Department of Agriculture, and U.S. Fish and Wildlife, I will incite you on details of 3 popular categories of animal abuse laws. By the end of my speech, you will be informed of the current laws regarding dogfighting, puppy mills, and wild animals in captivity. In 2015, the FBI categorized animal cruelty as a Class A felony in order to be able to track these charges just like any other charges. Dogfights are organized events in which people gamble on dogs who fight to the death. In addition to the animal cruelty and gambling, there are other factors to consider, such as children and weapons being present and the link to other crimes. It is imperative that dogfighting obtain a felony status due to the amount of participants who would just consider a misdemeanor fine a slap on the wrist and part of doing business. A larger deterrent was needed to create change in the industry. In 2007, NFL pro football player Michael Vick was convicted of dogfighting. Vick was sentenced to 23 months in prison, 3 years of supervised probation, $5,000 fine, and restitution of over $900,000. He was also ordered to enter a drug treatment program. Though Vick is back playing in the NFL, he has a court order stating that most of his salary, which started at $1.6 million, goes to paying off his debt. The Michael Vick case brought dogfighting back to the forefront of animal abuse legislation. In 2014, all states considered dogfighting a felony. However, in several states, spectating is still only considered a misdemeanor crime. Puppy mills are commercial dog breeding facilities in which the health of the dog is regarded in order to maintain low overhead and maximize profits. In 1966, Congress passed the Animal Welfare Act, which outlined minimum standards of care for animals bred for commercial resale. Although the Humane Society of the United States has attempted to persuade the U.S. Department of Agriculture to regulate breeders who sell directly to the public, there are some dog registries and kennel clubs that lobby against these rules being set in place. There have been laws passed called the Puppy Lemon Laws that provide the minimal amount of protection for consumers who have purchased a sick puppy from a pet store. As of 2014, there are still many states who do not uphold any puppy mill laws. As you'll see on the map, only 18 states require licensing and inspections for puppy mills, and there are 15 states that do not require any licensing or inspections by the state. In terms of wild animals, for endangered species, permits may be issued for scientific research or breeding programs. These are strict compared to less endangered animals who can be acquired under permits for education, exhibition, or special purposes. U.S. Fish and Wildlife has laws in place in order to deter people from owning many types of wildlife without a permit. In many states, it is legal to own native wildlife species as pets. In Georgia, the state where I live, it is illegal to own any native wildlife species without possessing a permit issued from the state. It is legal for people to obtain a captive-bred wildlife permit to purchase and sell wild animals within the United States, though there are limitations. From my personal experience with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, birds, raptors in particular, are more difficult to obtain permits for than mammals or reptiles. In conclusion, please get informed of animal abuse laws in your state as well as federal laws across the nation. Being informed may come in useful one day if you see any of these forms of animal abuse. We have made large strides in animal abuse laws over just the past 25 years. So if you love animals like I do, get informed. Be knowledgeable of what you're up against. Thank you.